Good morning, everyone. My name is James Kenny. I'm a captain with the Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department in the field training section. And today I just want to give you a brief update on the Barrett Road project for this year, the end of this year, and the live fire training that is proposed that we will be doing starting in approximately 2 weeks. So the things I wanted to go over today is basically what we do when we do a live fire training event in a house. Just to be clear, the houses we're talking about are at the end of Holloway Road here, and they're the Barrett Road houses. Sorry about that. Um, Typically, when we get to this point with the house, the type of training we've settled into is what we call a fire behavior lab. We do not burn the house to the ground. We try to keep the fire from being an extremely large fire. At no time have we had a fire where it's occupying more than probably 30 to 40% of the house. And at all times, we have hose lines staged ready to extinguish the fire at any chance or any time that we deem necessary. So just to walk you through a few pictures on what this event will look like. What you're looking at here, the pictures on the right side of the screen, the top and the bottom are one room fires inside the houses where we have a crew inside where we're giving them a fire behavior lecture, and they've watched the fire from the time we lit the fire in the room, which consists of pallets and straw. All furniture has been removed out of the house. To the growth stage into a fully involved stage for the room, and then finally an extinguishment stage. And what you're looking at the top picture is one of our members venting out a window. We typically will stage crews all around the structure to do a few things, one of which is to break open windows when the interior crews call for it. What we're demonstrating here is a ventilation change and a flow path change and how the air is moving in the house and how that affects the fire. We'll show you a video in a few minutes where we took the video from inside the structure. A few more pictures here, and as you see the picture on the right, we've got some neighborhood kids who came out to watch. Wanted to let you guys know that you're more than welcome to come and watch these training events. We're looking to burn approximately seven of the houses at the end of Barrett Road. It would be staged probably 2 to 5 days in between each burn. So it would be pretty busy in the neighborhood for a couple weeks, and then the houses would be coming down. Now here's a very short video of that's a video of a one-room fire in this house, and we have a crew member standing by who's probably just poked out a window if the fire didn't vent that bad on its own. Inside, there's crews inside, again, being delivered a fire behavior lecture. So, another video here, I turn the volume down. What you're looking at here is, in this fire, we actually did more of an experiment where it was a controlled burn, but we wanted to see this big room at the top of the second floor of this house here, one big room, and we wanted to see how effective one hose line could be from the outside of the window. So I'll fast forward a little bit to where we have a fire venting out of two windows. And as we move along here, you see that we've broken out. See crews here in the bottom right breaking out a window to progress the fire along for a little bit. We're looking again to get this room as big as possible for this room in experiment mode to see what kind of damage one of our hand lines can do to the fire, the size from the outside. See an open body here in a second. Here we go. You see this one hose line is very effective. Now we don't have any planned burns like this for the house, and we won't be doing any experimentation. These are strictly fire behavior labs. We're teaching our members basic fire behavior on the inside of the structure. Jumping forward, here's an inside view of some of the training we do. You listen to the instructor talking through a few points here as the fire's already been on. And we'll go through here. Things they're talking about are how the fire is behaving in the room and how once that room flashes over, it's going to behave outside the room. You'll see the smoke development in the structure. We'll talk about watching the smoke. I'll progress forward here. We also talk about door control. You'll see in a minute that I'll close the door to the bedroom. Once this fire gets going a little bit, the door to the bedroom is closed. And right now they're talking about how if you're moving ahead of the hose line and coming upon a bedroom fire, you have a good ability to control that fire by just closing the door. Same message we teach to public with the close before you doze campaign, but in the opposite fashion. We want your bedroom doors closed while you sleep to protect you from any fire that might start outside of your room. As we open the door back up here, fire is going to take off. It's getting more air. You see the smoke change. Smoke level drop in the living room. I hear the fire reaches out. What they'll do here in a minute, once the fire eats up all the available air in the family room, they will close down the front door to the house, and you will see the smoke level drop. If you pay attention real close, you can see the smoke at the bottom layer of the smoke being sucked in towards the fire. That's one of the things we talk to our crews about. You see it real well here on the corner. And just watch the smoke, and it'll tell you where the fire is in the region to the fire. You open that door back up, and give this fire some air. You'll see that the fire's going to grow out of the room and back over their heads. One of the things we talk about inside is we're giving them a fire behavior lecture so they get a first-hand experience of what this house fire might be. And in Fairfax County, our membership was we have a lot of new members in our department. We've been putting through approximately 120 students every year. Or not students, 120 recruits every year. Our department's approximately 1,400 people large. So over a 4 or 5 year period, we have replaced a good third to half of our department. So we have a very young fire department right now, which is one of the reasons that this type of training is so important for us. Unfortunately, while we do have burn buildings at our academy, they're all brick and concrete. We cannot burn them in those buildings in a realistic fashion if we can. So this type of training where we're able to conduct live fire training within acquired structures is very important for members to see how the fire is going to react when we do a building versus just in the park. Skip forward again here. Short video, I'll jump around, but basically we put a GoPro next to our thermal camera, which also records. So we can use this for training later on. You can see the view that our GoPro had hallway versus the thermal cameras. To teach when we have this thermal camera footage, with the camera we can see things at this current and we can hear it, but they can't see it and get it out. All things for the sound. It's very important for us to take these things and pass them on to our newest members. In closing, I think it's under 10 minutes, otherwise my screen recording will now shut it down. So again, my name is James Kenny. My email is james.kenny, 2 E's, K-E-N, Mike at fairfaxcounty.gov. My work cell number is 571-585-1262. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. We will be in your neighborhood ahead of the burns, notifying you when the burns will take place. We don't have anything scheduled in this moment, but we will be in the neighborhood mapping out how we plan to conduct our training. We have closed down all other forms of training in these houses until we conduct these burns. Again, I'm coming up on the amendment here. So if you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself. We can speak on the phone, we can have a Teams meeting, whatever you'd like, or we can come out to your house and chat with you. But if you have any questions, please reach out. Thanks, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.